Hey, it's Dunstan, Dunstan Birchinger, global entrepreneur, innerpreneur, and this is a hangout for well, it's a test hangout. No one's listening. It's just me practicing, and I'm waiting for the heating to be finished off, the new stove to be finished off in this boat. So it's a little chilly, not quite condensing on the breath, but I've got these on to type, and I'm dressed and rugged up in bed. But when I'm sharing this as an audience, I'm going to be sharing who I am and why you should bother spending some time to listen to this hangout. So I'm going to have loads of cool slides, 4 eggs arm pull, some brilliant Bruce Lee here for you, which I'm also want to just get used to how to share the screen with you. That's opening up in the background. So let's see. The cool thing here, this is a Google Hangout. And what happens is I've just got it set up. I just click start and it's recording and transmitting at the same time. And this will go on to YouTube. And so you'll be able to, people can, after the event, can watch it. I doubt many people will watch this one, but if they do, that's cool. Yeah, it's just a preview. So it's going to be happening every week. And so you got this Bruce Lee quote here. I think in future I'll restart my computer so it works a little quicker. However, where is he, go, Bruce Lee? Yeah, my wheel of death's going pretty hard. So anyway, we'll see how that. We'll see how as long as it's usable. Very slow. I might need to get my computer sorted before I start this lot. Anyways, so if I click on, there's a lot of icons on my screen down the left. Am I actually muted? Okay, so that was muting. I can turn that on and off. I can invite people in. I think you can do one with a panel down the bottom where you see lots of different people and different people can talk. I can turn the camera off, can adjust the bandwidth, and I can leave, stop the broadcast. So just trying to figure out how to show you images. I've done it before, but I think I've got a few too many things running, so I'm just going to shut some other shit down. Let's see. It's so funny. No one's even watching this, and I have myself under a whole load of pressure to make it really good. And I've prepared quite a lot of stuff, but I think I'll use that for the actual proper transmission. But the overall format that I wanted to run was to, all right, so first learning is shut down everything and restart the computer. That's the first thing I've learned. And then I've got my, so just have the things open that I need. So yeah, so who am I? I'm going to have a little photo of myself. I'm an entrepreneur and transformational coach, and I'm on a mission to live an excellent life one day at a time. And what does that mean for me? I mean, might mean, what does it mean for you? What does it mean for me? For me, it means I want to learn, I want to share, and I want to earn. And learning is all about growing and having adventures. Sharing is about inspiring and educating and teaching other people. And then earning is getting up to a level where money flows back towards me as a result of that. So that means earning wealth, abundance in money, relationships, time, and energy. Not just money. So learn, share, earn. That's my mission. Now, this is my thing. I'm really into this. Finding all the best tools, working on just getting clear, just getting to know myself better and becoming more potent, more effective, and making it all really simple. Now, my aim is that this can, if someone watching my podcast or my hangout, whatever the hell it's called, is maybe there's someone who doesn't have the amount of time that I have to devote to that mission. They may be full-time into their career or training as an athlete, or a full-time, well, a parent, full-time job, obviously. So, or maybe, who knows? But anyway, my point is that I've done my best to get hold of some of the best tools. I've gathered hundreds of different tools, and my mission is to share them so that people can use them easily. So let's see. Where's Bruce Lee? Come on, Bruce. Be quicker just to read it to you. There's a Bruce Lee quote, but I don't think I'm going to be able to share that with you. Technical issues. So let's just can quickly here. But the quote basically says something like, take what's useful, make it your own, and discard what's not useful. It's just really simple whenever you're learning, just to be able to apply that. So let's see if we can. Okay, cameraman preparing the app. I have no idea what this does. Anyways, that's opening up, and I think that'll give me the option to share the thing. Cameraman, show or hide participants in your broadcast. Hide their audio. Broadcast a large video. No, that wasn't what I wanted to do. No, what's this one? Screen share. There we go. Hopefully the stove will be in soon on the boat, so I'll be able to stay a bit warmer. But anyway, so screen share. How do we do that? Do I click it? Yeah, I also want to be able to. So what have I learned so far about using this Hangouts? I've learned brilliant. Okay, this is nice. So I clicked on screen share and it's popped up some different windows that I can share. This one is just the window that I use to set up the Google Hangout. So I think you can probably start to see that now. That's weird, it's all got a mirror image. Anyways, so that's like the inner workings of that. Can you see that? Yeah, can you let me know? I don't know. Leave me a comment. I don't know. That doesn't work like that, does it? Because no one's listening live. Anyways, that's the Hangout, and I just want to get really comfortable and confident using this format. It's kind of unusual, just me sitting here and talking to a bunch of people. I've done a bit of video blogging, but I think there's more of a connection with the audience here. So so that's that. Let's see. How do we go back? Yep, that's sharing. And I want to go back into screen share. I'm screen sharing, present to everyone. I'm presenting to everyone and I'm screen sharing. So that's going out. So when I watch this back, I'll be able to see exactly the timings of how it all worked. There's also a thing where I can share links. What have we got here? Okay, so you're back to me, and now we're going to go for another screen share. This is the image I wanted to show you. Please be patient, as I'm going to get a lot more slick with all of this. Here is the fantastic Bruce Lee, and he might take a little while to load up. Dun dun dun. Is it coming? I don't know why it won't. Actual size, fit to screen. Might need to use a different computer for this. Yeah, it's a bit disappointing for me. I'm not enjoying this very much because it's well, it's all right, but it's a pain in the ass. Where is he? There he is. Yeah, I think that's showing. Present to everyone. Okay, I don't know if I have to click present to everyone before it shows, but anyway, I'm screen sharing, presenting to everyone. I don't know what the difference is between screen sharing and presenting to everyone. Anyway, let's get rid of that cameraman thing. Let's try and see what happens. Yeah, so absorb what's useful, discards what's not, and add what is uniquely your own. So he didn't say modify at all. He said add what is uniquely your own. So whenever I share some idea, you know, if you take one thing and implement it, then it's going to make a difference, and you're going to get results if you're consistent. And if you like the results, you can keep going, or you can modify or add your own way of doing it. And if it's not giving you the results, then just let it go. But you got to try stuff, try something different. If you keep on doing what you've always done, you're always going to get what you've always got. And B, be consistent, because if you try it once, something might happen, but chances are it won't. So you got to be consistent. Try it every day for a month, or every week for a year, or something like that. Give it a real good test. Test it out. Don't just give it a token effort, right? So if you were going to design something or create something as an engineer, you'd come up with a few ideas and you'd rigorously test them and find out which one worked best. So that said, what are we gonna talk about? I'm not going to give a big intro spiel about myself right now, but I am going to talk to you a little bit about what it means to be an innerpreneur, and a global innerpreneur at that. So what does that even mean? You might be someone listening to this who is, you have your own business, or you're interested in setting up a business, starting a business. You might be someone who's working in a job. You might be at school, unemployed, or retired. You might be listening from Australia, or Bali, or Finland, or Mexico, who knows? However, that's what an innerpreneur is about your mindset. What do I mean by that? It's your inner game. It's about finding opportunities for yourself and others. And there's so many opportunities around. There are just so many opportunities, but we're trained to not see the opportunities. I'll hopefully tell the story about the monkeys climbing up the pole to get the bananas at some stage. But we're conditioned to do what everyone else is doing, and by being an innerpreneur, you're going to start seeing things other people don't see. And of course, that's creativity. If everyone's doing the same as everyone else, there's no one leading. So this is really for people who want to forge their own path a bit. Now, it could be that you're working in a job for someone else, and you want to, or an organization, but you want to bring something. You want to bring your unique flavor. You want to express something of yourself, like in that quote. Add what's uniquely your own. Without that, your life is not going to be creative, and you're going to be, having a cookie cutter life of someone else's. Anyway, I won't go into that. But are you with me here? Can you let me know if you're feeling me on this? And now let's talk about yourself, because it's all about getting to know yourself. And I'm not talking about the small you that gets upset and finds life hard. I'm talking about your big self, the SELF in capitals. So, who are you? Are you your profession? Are you your salary? Are you your role, like mother, son, sister, or uncle? Well, what if you were neither of those things? None of those things? What if you were a massive reservoir of creative potential? And what if somewhere along the way in the day-to-day busyness of life, you'd forgotten that? But what if somewhere deep inside you knew that to be true? There's a beautiful quote by Marianne Williamson. Our deepest fear is not that, what is it again? You should know this one off by heart. Our deepest fear is not that we're inadequate, it's that we're powerful beyond measure. And it goes on. Nelson Mandela used it, so you may associate it with him. But so if you can remember that, this is for people who want something in their life. They want something for themselves, for their friends, for their families, for their community, for the world. They want something. Many people don't know what they want, and that's okay. But a good starting point could be to start by wanting to know what you want. Like if you want to get clear on what you want. And I struggled with this one for so long in my life, because I didn't think it was okay for me to want things. It's my job just to accept what I'm given and take it. But there's really nothing wrong with wanting stuff. There's really nothing wrong with wanting material things. You know, some people have on their vision boards flashy cars, expensive holidays, you know, big houses. For me personally, I love traveling, but I've no interest in being a tourist and doing package holidays. I love traveling in a different kind of way, and I'm not really that interested in owning things. So, you know, the saying, ultimately, anything you own will end up owning you. But really, experiences, that's what you're going to remember when you're looking back on your life in later years. And you know, so this is what it's about. It's about creating the experiences in your life. So you know, and that's what I want to do every year, every month, every week, every day, is create experiences that feel really worthwhile. Now, if you're listening here and you already live the life of your dreams and you've got everything you want, or if you're someone that doesn't have everything you want, hopefully you don't have everything you want, because but I want to challenge you. I want to challenge you to be more and to do more with your life, with your potency, with your creative potential. And there's so many issues in the world that could you really use your creativity and your intention and your will to come up with a solution. And what if you could grow old with no regrets, knowing that you'd lived your life 100% and given everything you had to give? So so that's really, so if you're feeling that, you're so welcome. And if this isn't for you, then just click and sign off, and that's cool, because they're the people I want to talk to. So preview for the session. This is where I'll talk about some of the things that I'm going to cover in the session, to give you a bit of a preview. I'm also going to put that as a thing down the bottom, like in the YouTube clip. Hello again. I'm going to put that down the bottom of the YouTube in the link. So link it to the different times throughout the video where you can jump straight to that content. And so yeah, theme for the week. Well, my theme for this week has been to explore, and I've been juicing. So so what's the theme? Okay, let's do this properly. So the theme for what's the theme? The theme for this week is exploring. So why would you want to explore? Well, it's that quote of, if you keep on doing what you've always done, you're always going to get what you always got. So if I was proper ninja, I'd have this ready and I could just share it with you. Keep on doing what you've always done. Let's see. Images. There it is. Yes. We're going to put them in the Hangout images. A little bit of filing. So this is what I want to. I don't know if it makes that much difference if I just say it as compared to. I think it's a bit slick if I can pull it up here as well. Let's see. No, that's chat. I don't want that. Screen share with a green arrow. So select a window behind. That's a little tricky. Select a window. Let's see what size that will come up. It always comes up mirror image first. I'm not quite sure why it does. Flick that round, and I have to figure out by watching the replay what this present to everyone button does. But how am I doing so far? I'm pretty comfortable. Yeah, I quite like the fact there's no one watching this, and I may or may not share it. But that's now screen sharing. Good. So if you keep on doing what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always got. So why is it important? Why is it important to explore new territory? Well, unless you try something different, you know, life's going to keep on going the same unless some circumstance happens to disrupt you. So it's all about trying something different, trying something new. And you know, who's this for? It's for anyone who should try this. Anyone who wants to get some different results and in their life. And I mean, hopefully you do want something different in the future in your life. Otherwise, it's just we're all gonna get older and grayer and lose more hair. Well, I am anyway. And but what about new experiences? And the other thing is, you might say to me, look, well, I go on a great holiday every year to a different destination. And what about if you could like change the category? People tend to repeat themselves, and that might be fun, but what if you could mix it up a little bit? So that's my mission for the week, is being that. So and there's so many different areas of life that you could try something different. You could try and break up your routine. You could ride your bicycle to work. There's an idea. You could try doing some juicing. Have a juice instead of breakfast one day, or I've been juicing for what am I on, day 5 now, just having juice and tea and coconut water. So trying something different, exploring. I've got those photos. That would be a good time to just whip up those photos. That's what I've got to learn, is how to weave these photos in and bring my creativity into a linear channel so it flows. How on this theme of exploring? Well, I call it calibration, where when you try doing things a lot of different ways, like say you go from A to B, and there's 10, 20 different routes you could take. You could sit down with a map and try and put it in Google and figure it out. But it's actually quite fun just going different ways, because then you don't just get there the quickest. You learn all the different routes along the way. You learn all the different detours, and you learn the different areas and suburbs. So the key to that is letting go of being right and getting it right, and having time and allowing time for a bit of randomness. And I mean, in the theory of evolution, I'm not sure I totally agree with the theory of evolution, but the bit in it that's it sort of says, the universe creates a bit of randomness, and then that makes possibility for the best way to be found. So the adaptation principle. But you can evolve in your own life. You can try things different ways, different tools for how you communicate and how you relate with people. So many tools to share. Right now I'm going to share the traffic light system. Very, very powerful, used in relationships. So let's see if we can stop sharing that. So if I had planned this out, which I will have, and I'm doing it for real, I'd be able to just stop screen sharing. I'd get my other Google window up here, which I've minimized. Where is he? Google, not Google, Firefox, whatevs. Window, where is he? That one. And I could be doing a little search for traffic light. Anyway, I've gone off on one. I just want to pull up an image of traffic lights. So let's see what. Let's see. You could actually watch me live while I'm doing this. You just have to choose the right window. I'm on my 3rd juice of the day, by the way. First one was a real gentle green juice. Then I had pear and fennel, a beautiful sweet juice. And then I had another green one with like watercress. And I juiced some sauerkraut, which is I don't know anyone else that does that, and I love it. It's really salty kind of taste to it. So how are we doing? Sharing. Making so hard. But and I found the reinstall discs, so that could be on the cards. Just while that's coming, let's see. Can we go Hangouts? I'm live and it's me. I wonder if I can know how long I've been broadcasting for. Anyway, have a clock made. Oops, tapping probably doesn't sound too good for you guys. Silence. You probably wonder where I've gone there. Got to remember to keep talking. I think that's the trick. So images for traffic lights. Here we go. Let's find a nice English traffic light. I don't know if I have to do that. Anyways, how does it work with the traffic light system? This one's quite fun. So let's check that out, and hopefully it'll come through in a bit better resolution. But bloody hell. Distraction. So okay, get back on point, Dunstan. You've got to not get distracted. It's really good exercise in being focused. So dongle's working okay, by the way. I think I got full reception. It's on 4G, so hopefully that's all good. How the fuck do I get this image down? Traffic lights, save the image. So we'll pop them on the desktop. Traffic lights. And we'll sack that off. So there it is. That one didn't do present to everyone, so let's see if that how that came out on the video. I don't know what they did present to everyone. Something else there. Anyways, there I am again. So let's try a screen sharing. I think I'm getting the hang of this screen sharing thing. And now I need to open up that traffic light that I put on the desktop. Traffic lights. There we go. It's a crap picture of a traffic light. But anyway, screen share. Start the screen share. This time I'm going to straight away present to everyone. All right. So imagine you're in a relationship, and it could be in a business partnership. It could be with a husband or wife, or a lover, and it's a way of evaluating how things are going. And you don't want to get too distracted into that, maybe, but you know, sometimes relationships are really good and they're just flowing and effortless, and sometimes they're a bit sticky. And this is especially, if this is, a lot of people just always avoid the difficult topics and they don't really say what they want, and they just, have mediocre relationships that are so, and it just keeps on going, and there's never any talk about how's it going or anything like that. But that's not what this is about. This is about something else. So what this is about is, because in that model, eventually, some relationships are you're just gonna choose certain relationships are gonna keep going, or relationships just gonna come to an end. And what if there was someone that you could have had something more with, if you just communicated a bit better, or really learned more, or you could learn more from that person. and find out what their perspective is. Um, so here's how it works with the traffic lights. You agree that you're just going to be able to share, and you'll both get clear on this system. Very, very simple. Green is it's going really well. Nothing needs changing. Keep going. Orange is, yeah, it's okay, but there's some stuff that isn't 100% good. And red is like, this really is not working. We need to stop and change something. Now, usually by the time you get to red, it's over, or there's a big row or a big. It's not the most productive, because by the time you got to red, normally both people are frustrated or triggered, or they're not communicating clearly anymore. So it's like a red light, things grind to a halt, you go your separate ways, or it takes a lot of work to rebuild some kind of a partnership there, whether it's a romantic partnership, or whether it's a business partnership, or whatever. So if you can catch things when they're on orange, that's a great tool. So how it would work would be, if I was in a conversation with someone, I would say to the other person, how are you doing? Are we on the same page here? And they might just say, oh yeah, but to actually say, okay, well, what color? And the other person, I mean, I probably know about it if they were red, but the other person can say, yeah, green, and then I know, okay, cool, I can keep on going. If it's an amber, or I'm feeling an amber, then I can say, okay, well, what do we need to do to get this back on a green? And oftentimes it's just a case of slowing down, allowing the other person time to, if it's sensitive, to to deal with what's going on, and to absorb it. But often the quickest way of getting back to a green is just to be really honest. So and then another way I can use this tool is to say, hey, I'm feeling a bit of an amber at the moment, and it's sort of going towards a red, and I really want to get back to being on green light with you, in this relationship, in this relating. Do you think we could have a little look at that before we carry on? Because you see, oftentimes people are trying to go forward on a red light. They're trying to go forward on a red, and it's like people aren't working effectively together. And there's just so much, when everyone in the relationship is on green, it's like a win-win, as Stephen Covey would put it. And it's like a green, it's just everyone is valued, everyone feels good, everyone feels creative, everyone's inputting. And I've worked in lots of different jobs, and a lot of time, by most people probably spend like 10% of their time in the green zone, and the rest in the orange and the red. So this is a good little tool, and you can also use it for goal setting. So with one of the business projects I'm working on, we're looking into the future and saying, okay, by July 1st, what does green look like? What does amber look like? And what does red look like? And really, by then, we don't want to be on amber. We want to be on green, or if it's not working, it's red, and we quit and do something else. But it's a trial period. So traffic light system. I don't know how clear I was explaining that, but yeah, let me know. I'm going to wrap up there. That's enough to give a bit of a preview. So what was useful out of that lot? How are you going to implement it? And what would you like more of? Please be patient. Please bear with me on this. This is like, my mission is to become, like, I feel like, as far as feeling confident that I'm delivering really good value, I'm on an amber. And that's because I'm not that confident at, I know I've got stuff to share that can be useful to other people, but I know there's a lot of room for polishing, and a lot of room for being better with the technology and preparation. But hopefully people can see, hopefully you can see that there is some potential there. So yeah, what's useful? What are you going to implement, and how are you going to implement it? Because no matter what the quality of my presentation, if there's one thing, this is the difference between a a fixed mindset and a growth mindset. A fixed mindset can go, oh, well, his presentation wasn't great. A growth mindset will say, hey, forgot to take it off the traffic light. A growth mindset is going to say, hey, well, okay, Dunstan's learning, that was funny, but what's one thing that I can implement out of this? So you get what I'm saying. And it's better to put one thing in place solidly, to do one thing well. Better that than to fill your head with a bunch of ideas or try 10 things, which is going to, fade away before you get any real results. So yeah, make it part of your daily routine, your weekly routine or daily routine. Build a new habit. That's the mission. And so yeah, we've talked about traffic lights. We've talked about exploring and trying something different. And we talked a bit about what it means to be an innerpreneur. So I hope some of that was useful. And I look forward to seeing you on the next podcast. So this is Dunstan, it's Dunstan, the entrepreneur and transformational coach. And I'm signing out on 13th of February 2016. I'll see you next time. Bye.